Welcome to the All in Pride celebration. We are 24 days away from America's Pride here in San Diego. My name is Dwyane Crenshaw, the Executive Director of San Diego Pride, and we are excited. We are excited about this first ever All in Pride celebration. We have a lot on the agenda tonight. We are going to recognize some truly amazing people, our Spirit of Stonewall awardees. We are here to say thank you to our sponsors who help make Pride possible. We are here to say thank you to the industry folks at all the bars and nightclubs and restaurants who work very hard during the year, during Pride season without a break. So we want to say thank you to them. Yeah. And we are here to have a great singing competition finale, The Voice of America's Pride. So at this point, we want to get to what we came here this evening at this portion to do, and that is recognize some truly amazing people. As you know, we give out several Spirit of Stonewall awards in various categories to leaders who have worked in our community for a number of years or made exceptional service in the past year. And we want to begin this evening by recognizing our Champions of Pride. The Champion of Pride is the recipient of the award for an individual who demonstrates outstanding leadership in the LGBT community over an extended period of years. Our first awardee of the Stonewall Award is the Honorable Senator Christine Kehoe. Senator Kehoe has a record of service to our community, being elected the first LGBT council member from District 3 and elected in San Diego, a true trailblazer and a true leader in our community. And she's up in Sacramento right now, still working on the budget, trying to get our schools funded, Superintendent. We're going to get that done for you. But we want to acknowledge Senator Christine Kehoe, and she will be here with us to literally accept her award in person at our Spirit of Stonewall rally, which is Friday night, July 20th, at the corner of Harvey Milk Street and Normal Street. Present the awards to our awardees, and we will be having a great time that night, and we will end that award ceremony by raising, for the first time ever, on that 65-foot tall flagpole, a new Pride flag. So come back at 6 p.m., Harvey Milk Street and Normal Street. Our next Champion of Pride is someone I just met tonight in person, but when reviewing the nomination forms, he wasn't nominated once, he wasn't nominated twice, he wasn't nominated 3 times, he was nominated 4 times. On that winner tonight of the Champion of Pride Award is Jerry Turner. Jerry, would you please come
for 68 years, so I've allowed myself this year to look back and look at my life a little bit and what I've seen. And what I've seen from the LGBT community is, well, coming from a time when there was not an LGBT community and not much of a community. I think those hallmarks of helping each other out, of supporting each other, of sharing knowledge, of working together to make things happen, I've seen that grow and grow and grow. I've seen it grow in all the small communities that make up the larger community. And I think we've become a pretty strong group of people now. And we've made extreme headway. And it seems like the headway gets fast. Half things are happening faster and faster and faster and faster. And I can't wait for us to stop having to work so hard. It's been really a privilege and a pleasure for me to have some small part in making all of that stuff happen and helping us get as far as we've gotten and to get as far as we possibly can. And hopefully that's within the next few years. Thank you very, very much.
The next category of awards are our Friends of Pride. So these are folks who aren't gay. And we have 3 Friends of Pride this year who have served the LGBT community with great service and honor and integrity. And our first awardee is from my alma mater, a great Aztec, Dr. Aaron Bruce.
Straight guys can dress okay, right? Okay. My name is Aaron Bruce. I'm the Chief Diversity Officer at San Diego State University, and it is a sincere honor to receive this award from Pride and the LGBT community here in San Diego. Around 4 years ago, when I arrived here, I knew I had some work cut out for me in terms of campus climate at San Diego State University, and there's still more work to be done. But some amazing things have happened. We have the 2nd LGBT studies major in the nation. It's important. There's a lot of research to be done. But more than that, I think we've come together as a community. We've been able to make sure that the President's Office is committed long-term to the success of our campus and our community, our students, our alumni, as well as our faculty and staff. And by bringing that community together, we're able to do even more. So we're excited about the fact that we are going to have a thriving, staffed, active LGBT center in our new LEED Platinum Certified Student Center next year. We're doing fundraising to make sure that it has all the cool bells and whistles that can be nationally recognized. I look forward to seeing all of you at Pride. We're going to have an amazing contingency. We don't have the marching band this year, but we do have the color guard, so that'll be great. And our president will be there. I think it's important that we move forward as a university with leadership that is truly committed. We have a new LGBT public lecture series that talks about the diversity of the LGBT community and continues that dialogue, not just for family, but for everyone, so that we can continue that scholarly dialogue and make some progress. So again, thank you very much. Happy Pride to everyone, and thank you so much for this award.
Our next Friend of Pride is also hard at work doing their day job and night job on the East Coast. Our Friend of Pride is Congresswoman Susan Davis, who we all know led the fight for the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And we thank her for her service, and she's represented tonight by Jessica Poole.
Washington regrets that she couldn't be here tonight, but she did ask me to read a statement on her behalf. Her statement is, I am truly honored to receive a Friend of Pride Award this year. Congratulations to all of the awardees this evening. You have my deepest admiration and thanks for the hard work you do on behalf of LGBT rights. In 2010, we made huge progress with the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. It was a giant leap, yet it's still only a step. The fight must continue. We continue to see attacks by Congress on LGBT rights, recently in the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women's Act, which excluded provisions for LGBT victims of violence, and in the Defense Authorization Act with regard to same-sex marriage ceremonies on military installations. And of course, there's the Defense of Marriage Act. I don't need to tell you that it is unfair, discriminatory, and just plain wrong to continue to support separate policies for the LGBT community. I will continue to work with you to fight against these policies until equal rights for everyone are realized. Once again, thank you very much for this award. It is truly an honor, and I look forward to seeing you at Pride on July 21st.
Keeping with the spirit of LGBT service members, our next Friend of Pride, Tess Banco, has been a friend and an advocate for LGBT service members and their families, and she's going to tell us more about that. Tess Banco.
Thank you for having me. I will also refer to some notes. I served in the Marine Corps alongside many service members who only wanted to fulfill their duties while being forced to hide from an oppressive law that said they could not be who they were without fear of repercussion or ridicule. I saw the effects of Don't Ask, Don't Tell firsthand, and what it helped to do was to destroy those who can only be described as patriots. Today, the law is no more, but I know that there are still many who struggle to heal and to reclaim what will always be proud service to our nation. In addition, countless LGBT spouses and partners continue to wait to be recognized. My aim in working with DoD Federal Globe has been to assist in any way that I can, whether that be in networking and social media, speaking out about the things that I witnessed while I was serving, or starting conversations in the military community. My talents at web design are pretty meager, but my love for the LGBT community is not. I have to say that I'm shocked not only at the farce that was Don't Ask, Don't Tell, but at DOMA and the passing of Prop 8 here in California. My heart is broken by the desire of some to subjugate the LGBT community out of ignorance, hatred, and fear. Change is often hard fought and painfully won, but it is coming and it can't be stopped. I want you to know that your strength gives me strength, and your courage fuels one of the most powerful forces on earth, and that is hope. And it's in that hope that we continue to persevere until there is full equality. I want to say thank you to the DoD Federal Globe family and all the activists and community members that I've had the pleasure to meet and serve alongside. People like Lisa Cove, who fights for the inclusion of all, and she always inspires me to my full potential, whether I know what that is or not. My friends over at Service Members United and the Military Acceptance Project, and the American Military Partners Association, who are doing amazing things to support LGBT service members and their families. And last but not least, to my husband, Second Lieutenant Brian Banco, whom I've always known to have the courage to stand up for what's right, and his support. I'm honored beyond belief, and I just wanted to say thank you.
Next up, we will do our Stonewall Service Award. The Stonewall Service Award is presented to an organization, LGBT or otherwise, who provide tremendous service to our community. This evening, our first Stonewall Service Award goes to the San Diego Unified School District Safe Schools Task Force. And speaking on their behalf this evening will be Trustee Kevin Beiser.
He didn't even respond. Come on! I'm Kevin Beiser, and I'm honored to accept this award on behalf of the Safe Schools Task Force. As a member of this task force since its inception in November 2010, and as a trustee on the Board of Education, I'm thrilled at the progress we have made. We passed a historic anti-bullying policy and several other initiatives to increase awareness and tolerance. This new climate in San Diego schools has fostered hope for thousands of kids. However, our work is not done. I embrace this challenge as we need to continue the fight. This award is more than any one person, but recognizes what a community can do when we work to, in Gandhi's words, be the change we hope to see in the world. The task force is just such a community of caring groups and people. Join me in recognizing many of the partners on this task force. The Center's Dolores Jacobs, the San Diego PTA, Gleason, PFLAG, the Anti-Defamation League, San Diego City Commission on Human Rights, the police, counselors, San Diego Education Association, classified employees, the offices of Christine Kehoe, Tony Atkins, and countless other staff members in the San Diego Unified School District, including Chairperson Nellie Meyer and our Superintendent Bill Koba, who's joining us this evening. Bill, raise your hand up there. Finally, I'd like to thank my partner Dan Mock, who's over here in the hula shirt. Thank you, Dan, for all your years of support and love. I love you. Thank you.
Funding organizations in our community year after year, and this is their 40th anniversary. The Imperial Court to San Diego, and tonight we're represented by the Emperor, T. Brian Dickerson.
My organization, I am thrilled to accept this award. It is our 40th year, and when you think about it, it really means 40 years of caring. It's 40 years of caring that children get an Easter basket at Easter, or they get a toy at Christmas, or that the homeless and our veterans get a blanket when it's cold, or that our lesbians have the wherewithal to get their health services met. This year we reached out to our transgender community, which are frankly my heroes, because I don't know that I would have the strength for that journey. But we're reaching out to everyone. We do what we can. And on behalf of my organization, I just want to say thank you all very much.
But there's this wonderful couple who comes by the Pride office all year round. We're here year round, Pride 365, as someone said. They're known affectionately as Joe and Joey. I don't know which one's which. No, I do. But if Joe and Joey would come forward, they receive the Community Service Award for their volunteerism to Pride, to the Center, to AIDS Walk, and to our community.
I think this basically all started in 2001 when the very first area that I worked in was dispatch. And that was on Saturday. Did about a 5.5 hour shift. And then Sunday, we both did the beer garden. Then we did AIDS Walk later on that year. Who would have thought that after the years go on, that we would end up doing more and more and more. Before we knew it, there was one year where it's like, oh my God, you've got something else this month? One thing every month for at least 3 or 4 months in a row. And now we do Nightmare on Normal Street, Food Bank, and who knows what else. There's just what ends up being so much throughout the year. And to be called into Dwyane's office and thinking, oh God, what now? And then to be told that we're getting the Community Service Award, even now it's almost like, huh? Us? What did I do to deserve that? It's just a pleasure to serve the community in every way, shape, or form. The thing that you don't get noticed, but then all of a sudden being told that you have gotten noticed for all the years and dedication, it's overwhelming. And even now, I saw the award, and it's just, oh my God, I'm getting an award that I would have never thought twice if ever that I would be getting. And it's just, it's a pleasure.
Not much to say. He drags me along the way.
Joey mentioned the awards are on the table, so please check them out. Don't borrow them. We need them there. We'll be presenting them at the Spirit of Stonewall Rally, which is on Friday, July 20th, on Harvey Milk Street and Normal Street at 6 p.m. Thank you, Joe and Joey, for your service. In a little while, we're going to recognize a pioneer in fighting for LGBT representation in our government. And the next Community Service awardee took on that challenge in 2011 with the redistricting process here in San Diego for City Council seats. Great service, great dedication. Linda Perrine.
First of all, I want to tell you something that's going to make you feel a whole lot better. When my father was talking to me about public speaking, he said, never forget this, brevity is the soul of eloquence. There was sighs, everything. The thing I learned in redistricting more than anything is how important it is to say thank you. And kudos to Pride for saying thank you to all these people who are so richly deserving. And I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to all the people that worked so hard to create a District 3 that is quite frankly the best district in the city. And among those people were the people on the LGBT redistricting task force, and that would be Mel Merrill and Matt Corrales and Jacqueline Palmer and the token Republican Vicki Curley. I want to say thank you to Stephen Whitburn, who wrote some very well-timed articles that really swayed things in our favor. So thank you so much for recognizing the achievements of the LGBT redistricting task force. And please, always in our community, we should never forget to say thank you.
Our last award this evening is a very special award. It is an award that was not a normal award, not a regular award we give out for Pride, but it is an award that our board thought very appropriate to give this year. It is a Lifetime Achievement Award for Charles McCain, who passed away not too long ago. But Charles McCain, or Charlie as I knew him and many of you knew him, was a pioneer in creating Council District 3 that helped Christine Kehoe get elected to the City Council. Bob McWilliams, Charles' partner, is not able to be with us tonight, but they asked a longtime friend, I understand she's known him since he was 9 years old, to speak on his behalf. Charles McCain Lifetime Achievement Award posthumously being accepted and recognized tonight by Jerry Dilno.
To extend the thanks of Bob Williams, who was Charlie's partner for nearly 40 years, and his sister Charlene. Charlie has a large family of friends in this community and all up and down the state, as well as throughout the nation and political world. He was a true pioneer and was doing work in the political arena before it was a popular thing to do. So he's left us a great legacy, and we're very appreciative of this award. Thank you.